Hello? Is there anybody there?
Oh,
Oh my God, we're so weird.
oh,
Woo! No.
hi. We thought that was a good idea. Hello.
Well, in case anyone wants to look at our decor, they could, pick out some stuff that they like or whatever,
Tell me what I need to dust or something like that. What needs
right?
to be.
Hi, Pia. Pia says, "Is this the Invisible Show?"
Wouldn't it be good just to do it as a voice off? I'm here.
Yeah.
I've got my foot stuck. I've got my cards.
Well, I could see, I'm on a laptop, so I could just, well, nobody wants to see my tummy, but I could just do that.
Oh. Oh. That makes me feel very comfortable. Yeah. I just have to turn my camera off.
Right? Okay, so friends, it's Wednesday. Welcome to Hump Day. And, that's from the song Alice the Camel Has Two Humps. Anyway, moving on. Or it could be from the Addams Family because the girl's name was Wednesday.
Yes. Do you know why she's called Wednesday?
Because she's not called Tuesday? I don't know.
No, like there's the rhyme about the Monday's child, and I can't remember.
Oh, yes.
But Wednesday's child is full of woe. That's what it is, you see.
Yes, I know. I was born on a Wednesday. I'm all about
I was too.
We have so much in common. Okay. Sorry. Friends, it is a super new moon today. And I want to mention before we go any further that I will be back on live at 8 p.m. tonight in the backyard at the fire pit. We're going to do a full-on new moon release, manifestation, set our intentions, ritual, do a reading, the whole 9 yards. So I hope that you can tune in for that.
Oh, I've got so much I need to release.
Right? Now, this is my friend Ritchie from Longmans Tarot.
Hi, Kelly.
How are you, darling?
I'm very well. It's very warm tonight, actually. Very warm in the UK for change. So I'm fine. I've been out in the sunshine today. It's been sunny today. Yes. And I went to the beach and just sat there, looked at the nice sea and a bit of meditating, and then went for a bit of a walk. And I've been doing a bit of reading. So it's lovely, nice, relaxing day.
Look at you.
I know.
I haven't done anything today. So
well, it's still early morning with you, isn't it?
No, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm just lazy. I'm still in vacay mode. No, that's not true. I tidied up. Yeah. I got dressed. Yep, that's it. In all fairness, I am waiting for a delivery, so I feel like I have an excuse that I need to stay,
it's an exciting package you've got coming.
It is. It's the new lights for my office.
Oh, I can't wait to see your new office.
You have to watch the video from last night. Anywho, let's say hi to some folks, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's back this chat up. Gerald Stash is in the house. Hello, Gerald.
Hi. That was a bit loud. I'm sorry. I won't do that on everyone. I'll just go wave.
Pia is in the chat. Hello, Pia.
Hi, Pia.
G. Covington is in the house. Thank you so much for being here, G. Covington. Lisa Foster is here. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Can I just say that Lisa has a cat who just had kitties. And
how many?
Like 9, I think, right, Lisa?
9.
A lot of kitties. I know what you're all thinking. I'm not saying it. I am not saying it. Hi, Vivian.
Hi.
Okay. Who else is in the house? Kathy, Tortoiseshell Moon. Hello, my friend. Sonia is in the house. Hello, Sonia. Thank you for being here.
Sonia, hi. Just reading everyone's comment.
Mama Two Dogs, hello. Love that name.
That's a wonderful name. Hello.
I should change my name to Mom of 3 cats and a dog.
Yeah. I'd be dad of 2 cats.
That's a long That's a long name, though. Oh, 7 kittens. I was wrong.
7. That's still a lot.
Yeah.
I hope they're all okay.
So I have a question.
Oh, go on then. I like questions. I'll do my best to answer it.
Sorry, Lisa says 7 kittens. She only has 6 nipples.
I know.
That could present a problem.
That could.
Yeah.
And the little one will get pushed out, possibly.
Right? All right. So here's my question. So you are in the UK.
I am, yeah.
And you guys drive on what side of the road?
The left side of the road.
Right.
Which is the right side of the road, of course.
Right. Enough said right there. But do you and you're like all of your controls for the car are also on the opposite side too, right?
So the wheel obviously is, and the pedals are. Most cars are easily to swap them over. I don't think there's much. So things like our music system and where the aircon is, those buttons would stay the same regardless of which side you're on.
Right.
Because
they're usually like in the middle kind of thing, right?
Yeah. But our pedals go backwards because you would have.
Oh my God. I would just have to. I'd have to walk is what I would have to do. I couldn't drive.
Because your accelerator pedal is the one nearest to the inside of the car, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Yeah. So ours is the other way around.
Right. Okay. So let's do a little sort of stimulation. So let's pretend we're in the car and we have our steering wheel. Are there manual transmission or standard or automatic?
I learned stick. Peter has got a automatic.
Ooh, fancy.
I know. I'll do manual because then you can see me change the gear.
Okay. Yeah. So
remember, we're reversed. Yeah.
Yes. So we've got our hands on the steering wheel. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, when your feet are on the ground, which foot is on the accelerator?
My left foot.
Really? See, my right foot's on the accelerator.
Because it goes for us A, B, C, accelerator, brake, clutch.
That's so clever. I love it. I've never heard that before. Okay.
Oh, the right now. I'm being told different. Peter's trying to explain.
We need a mechanic. No. Okay. So we have the steering wheel, and my legs are crossed, and I'm literally ready to go. Like, okay, this is the left foot. No. Okay. So the right foot is on the gas, right? If I had a clutch, I would use my left foot for the clutch. Obviously, yours is then the right foot that would do that. Yes. So I just want to say, and like, don't anyone laugh at me. I'm thinking out loud here. This isn't like a pre-planned thought or chat. So as you're driving along, as one does, you rest your arm on the window.
Yeah.
Right. And you sort of, right. You're very cool. Right. And you're holding onto the steering wheel. And you're shifting gears with your right hand here, right?
Left hand.
And I'm thinking to myself, but if I was doing that the other way around, so now I've got my steering wheel, is your right hand out the window or your right elbow resting on the window?
Yeah, my right elbow, so it's like that. My left hand's down. That's driving. Obviously, 2 hands on the wheel, but yeah, my left hand's changing the gears.
Well, friends, now we know if anyone here is suffering from what they call driving arm or driving tan, we just need to go to the UK and even ourselves out. Who knew that this was going, right? Who knew that this was going to be an informative chat?
I didn't even know you were going to ask me those questions. And I'm making it out like I'm a driver. I've never passed my driving test. I've taken it loads of times.
Oh.
There are some things, Kelly, in life that I was not meant to do. Okay, quite a short list. Driving, believe me, is one of them.
Okay.
I have tried. Lord, have I tried so hard to pass.
May I ask, on that short list, where does driving? Never mind. You don't have to answer. Sorry. And like, is it number one or is it like?
I got to the stage. Just like this person is not meant to be behind a wheel.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward a few more years, and I get a free bus pass, so that's fine. You know.
We don't have buses where I live, so that would be a problem. Oh my
God! I'd be very old. I want me to go on the top deck. I'd have to stay on the lower deck. But...
We do have those double-decker buses here, but they're in the big city.
Yeah, they like tourist ones, or
yes, yeah. All right, and there you have it, friends. Straight from England. Everything that you needed to know, and then some. Holy cow!
Oh there we go.
Funny. Well, all I can say
is like how to make tea or something like that. You know.
This could be also helpful because you make tea, you put your kettle, if it's a kettle that like uses the flame, on the hob.
On the hob. Mm, yeah. Well done for remembering.
Brushing up on my English terminology.
Ready for when you come over. You know, I can let you loose in the kitchen and you'll know exactly. You know, you'd have driven here on the left side of the, you know.
Yeah, I'd be going in friggin' circles. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you that this quick story, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but literally that's welcome to how my mind works, friends. So I said driving in circles, which made me think of the first time that my husband and I, before we were married, went to the cottage, and we rented a canoe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the front, he's in the back, and I'm telling him, and we're not going anywhere. We just keep going in circles. And I'm like, OMG, what are you doing back there? And of course, every time I turn around, he's like, you're going to tip the canoe. I'm like, canoes don't really tip. Okay, chill out. It was like the longest hour of my life in the middle of nowhere, just literally going, like, and the thing is, he was doing all the work. Like the back of the boat was moving.
Yeah.
I was like at the center. I was just dizzy is really what was happening.
I'd have paid to have seen that.
Oh my God. It's like, we've never gone in a canoe since. Just, that was a one-time event. I was like, no more canoe for you, mister. Oh my God. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Love it. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Okay. Lots of people have lots of fun things to say. So let's back up a little bit. Lisa said that the kittens are taking turns with mama. All are still alive. Fantastic. She said, my phone is buffering every day, all the time. Geez, I guess I'm going to have to get a new one.
Oh.
Pia said speeding, laugh out loud. Sonia said, yes, I'd hit the gas and be saying, see ya. Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy says, some people are born to drive, others are born to be chauffeured.
Precisely. I do chauffeuring around very well, can I just say?
I love it. I am a total backseat driver, though.
Yeah.
But in my defense, I fall asleep really easily, like on a long journey, and my husband strongly encourages me to do that when we go in.
I do that. I can fall asleep on a long journey in the front of the car really easily.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the worst backseat driver, and since my anxiety, I am horrible. But, and I don't know that this is a defensive thing, but I'm just gonna put it out there for whatever reason. When I was younger, I've always been told I was a good driver. And so whenever any occasion ever came up, I was always the one in the family that was like, whether we were going to a party or to a wedding or to wherever, it was like, Kelly's going to drive. So I would drive to whoever's house, pick them up, and then I would drive their car or my car, whatever, just because like I love to drive. Like I'm comfortable. Right. And, I don't know why I threw that in there, but I feeling slightly vulnerable in my
So you're a
disclosure.
safe driver, or a safe driver to be around.
Well, I don't know about that, but I will say this: if you ask my husband would tell you that I'm a total backseat driver. And the other thing that I do, which is really annoying. So when we first moved to our house, our very first house that we ever bought, so literally 5 houses up from the stop sign. Then it's like a quick, like 3 car lengths past that stop sign to another stop sign. And he would literally drive to the stop sign and stop, as one does at a stop sign.
Yeah.
And then I'd look at him and be like, what are you doing? And he's like, waiting for you to tell me which way to go. Because I totally own that I did this. I am so annoying. He would turn left or right, and I would wait until he got out to the main street, which was, a couple more stop signs and turns from that point. And I would say, why did you go that way? Because I don't know about you guys, but I plan my route. Right?
Yeah,
when you go somewhere, I'm like, I don't like crisscross all across the flipping city, just like, let's just throw the money out the window and the gas. You know what I mean? I have a route. And he would always go the wrong way, in my opinion, of course. Anyway, let's get off the driving topic because I'm sounding bad. Okay. Let's go back up here and say hi to everybody. Okay, so born to drive, yes, how to drive. Okay, so Sonia says have to have a driver for this Miss Daisy. Love it. Teresa, hello, my friend. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Hershey. Hi, Bella. Teresa says I don't swim. Lisa says, oh, but the canoe, I got it. They put us in backwards from where we wanted to be. We tried to turn around and the canoe tipped right over. Water was freezing at 8:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Listen, friends, one time at band camp, no, seriously, one time I went to, this is totally stupid, but it's about the canoe, I promise. Follow the bouncing ball, everybody. Ready?
Story. Okay.
I'm going somewhere with this. The week that I was turning 16, my father used to belong to a sportsman's club. So here in Canada, when you are a hunter or fisher or an angler, you join a sportsman's club where, you sort of like hang out and you do these things in a controlled environment, in a very like respectful way. So my father decided that I was the son that he never had, and he wanted me to, shoot guns and hunt and fish and do all the things that he needed me to do so that I could hang out with him and he could have some fun. So he sent me to this like training camp sort of thing. It was basically like Boy Scouts for girls, if you know what I'm saying. So we go there. We're in the lake. It's like first thing in the morning, and we're doing what they call canoe to canoe rescue.
Right.
So you got 2 canoes. 2 people in each canoe. Yes?
Okay. That's 4 people.
Right? He's a teacher. So 2 people jump out of one canoe, flip that canoe upside down, turn the canoe around, lift it up, balance it over top of the other canoe. Then the 2 people in the canoe lift those 2 people out of the water and put them in the canoe. That's one of those things, friends, that you say looks great on paper. Not so great when you try to execute. Oh my God, you guys. I mean, it was a serious exercise, and I have never in my entire being ever laughed as hard as I did in that exercise. It was just a total, what.
I'm just trying to imagine it, and then I'm trying to imagine you doing it as well.
Well, it's literally, okay, this is a lot of information, and keep in mind that I am in the living room, so I can't quite mimic it. But it was kind of like, okay, so here's the side of the canoe, right? And your foot is like, help! Because of course you have your life jacket on, which is like literally sucking you down. When you go to put your foot up, you literally go whoop. It was a lot. It was a lot. Obviously, I survived.
Obviously.
And I know you're all dying to know, did I get my certificate?
Yes. Did you?
Yes, I did.
I feel much safer now, Kelly, talking to you, because if anything happens to me, you can flip me over and do what you need to do and save me.
I can flip the canoe. I don't know about the people, but yeah. Okay, sorry. I can't even see now. Okay, back to the chat real quick. Okay, so Tori Kathy says, when my friend drives, I'm in the passenger seat grimacing, trying to press down a non-existent brakes. Listen, my mother did that. Oh my God. Hi, Ivana. My mother used to drive with 2 feet because of the, back in the day, they only had standard cars. They didn't have automatic.
Yeah.
And she would hit the foot with her left foot, the brake, and literally you would like, oh my God. It was hot. Anyway. Okay. Thomas says my direction on which way to turn is my way or your way. 100%.
I like that.
Okay. Hi, Cheyenne. We are just doing all sorts of things here. Oh, Thomas says, and that's how pandemonium ensued.
Precisely.
It's like you were there, Thomas. Rain, how are you, my friend? It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. Hope you're okay.
Hope you're doing well. Rossi's Den is in the house as well. Thank you for being here, everybody.
Hi,
Appreciate
Rossi.
you. Okay, so we are doing stuff.
We're doing stuff. Let's do stuff.
Yeah.
New moon. Let's do stuff.
Sure. I've got a bunch of cards out.
Have you? You got any cards?
Because that's what I do, friends.
Because that's what I do for fun when I'm not throwing myself out of a canoe.
Oh my God, that's the funny. Literally, that I'm gonna have that image in First of all, for entertainment purposes only, don't try this at home. Don't stand up in a canoe, and definitely don't throw yourself out of it. If you do, and you can have access to a phone,
phone Kelly, she'll come and rescue you.
Well, I could tell you what to do.
I'm going to have dreams about that tonight. You know that.
What, flinging yourself out of a canoe? Or calling
you there?
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Sonia would like a message. I don't know, Sonia. Hold on. We need to put this banner out like stat.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm just saying. The banner needs to go out stat. Taking your chances here, friends.
Lovely.
All right. Oh, thank you, Gerald. Look at Gerald being like my moderator in chief right there. I love it.
He's doing a great job.
Okay, you guys. Okay, don't. I'm very cautious about ever saying something that I think is even remotely funny in my own mind when someone's drinking, because my husband is that person. Like, no, he is that person. Say boom, like explosion. Okay. So I forgot what I was going to say now, but in my mind, it was really funny. Okay, here we go. Sonia would like a message from her angels and guides.
We can do that. I'm just deciding which deck to use. Oh, let's go with that one.
Ritchie has decided that we can do this.
We can do this. It's a new moon. It's a new moon. It's a new me.
We can do anything. It's just the beginning.
We've only just... Oh, can't sing on YouTube, can I?
You can sing. I mean, go for it.
There's not any songs.
As my grandfather would say, can you sing solo? Solo, we can't hear you. Isn't that a riot, Alice? I I want to say that I am thoroughly enjoying your company and your time and your energy, Ritchie, because today is, not to bring the party down, this is my father's anniversary passing date. And I'm totally loving the vibe. I want to be happy and think about my dad in a really wonderful way. And last night when I came live, I was sharing all kinds of funny stories about my dad.
And he would want you to be laughing and having fun.
Oh my gosh, listen, if I wasn't, he'd be having something to say. Beautiful. Okay. Rain says, is it possible that the last time I saw Ritchie's living room was when he had the sparkly Christmas tree? Oh my God, time is flying.
Probably.
Hi, Donna, or Dana, sorry, not Donna, Dana. Hi, Aquarius Owl. All right. See, now I got to focus.
Yeah.
Gerald says you get bonus credit if you make Ritchie spew soda from his nose. I can put that on my list, Gerald. No.
I've just got a new reading cloth here. I've got Tarot Oneness. It doesn't need to have Pepsi over it. Thank you. Well, why not?
Go for it. If you're ready. Oh, sugar plums dancing in my head. Did you guys see that?
What happened?
The card went AWOL. It jumped out of the canoe. It was like a rip. Okay.
I'm going to go.
Yes, you go. Okay. You go, Ritchie.
This is for Sonia. I've got an overarching, lovely card, the Two of Cups, for you there. Two of Cups is about new friendships, new relationships, that lovely spark when you meet somebody and you just think, oh, yes, you have a person that I'd like to keep in my life, whether that's for a relationship or to have as a friendship or to have as somebody there who is going to add goodness to your life. And if you look at this card that we've got here, which is from, of course, the Tarot Oneness, because that's the only deck I tend to use these days, look how the two fingers are crossing there. It's almost like when kids do that, to kind of have that kind of bond in a playground where they just want to be together. And so there's a really lovely warm energy that's coming out of that, as that somebody or something is around that is going to be beneficial to you. I pulled two other cards for how you can react to this, to draw this energy in. And I've got the King of Pentacles.
Oh, what is going on?
Which is a very nurturing energy. So it's saying, you know what to do. You have the resources to hand. You just have to wait for this to come to you. And this energy, this wonderful, I'm not going to say partnership, but this new friendship is going to be coming your way if you just sit tight and let it happen, doing the things that make you feel right in yourself. So by that, I mean, with the King of Pentacles, he knows exactly what to do to achieve stuff. And he knows that to sit and to wait, wait for people and wait for things to come to them is the best way, rather than rushing out and trying to find all this wonderful new beginnings. I've also pulled for you another lovely card. You're the Four of Swords, which backs up what I've just been saying. Sit and wait. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sit and wait, because it will come to you, and it will come to you when you don't go looking for it. So I'm going to wish you're going to have a wonderful time. There's a lovely energy with this card, and this person or this friendship or this whatever it is destined to be in your life. So enjoy it and just wait for it to develop.
Awesome.
There you go. What have you got?
Sonia says, awesome. Thank you, Ritchie, so much. And thank you, Diane, for that. I appreciate you, my friend. So the first card that literally flew across the room for you, Sonia, was the Four of Swords.
Oh, there we go.
Right? Meditation, contemplation, sort of an opportunity to sort of check in with yourself, get quiet, and really just sort of do some self-comforting, I want to say, in terms of allowing the thought to enter, marinating on it and letting it leave without really reacting to it, if that makes sense. The next card that we got out is the Knight of Pentacles.
That's a lovely card. I like that.
Yeah, this is the Herb Crafter Tarot, and it has like just the sweetest images in it. So, going after it, but going after it in a different way. Being very sort of dedicated, I want to say, right? Being inspired and motivated and driven, but not in a way like I have to get this done, but more like this is my destiny, kind of I have to get this done, if that makes sense. The last card that I got is the Hermit. So you've got a lot of cards coming in asking, suggesting, mentioning to get quiet, to really check in with yourself and see what you are really wanting, thinking, and feeling. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. It's okay to let your hair down and have a little fun. So maybe in a creative way, maybe in that childlike sort of innocent kind of naive way, or maybe in a way that, you know what, I'm just not thinking about this today.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go experience and have some fun. The two oracle cards that I pulled for you, you've got the shamanic healer, which is cleansing and attunement. And the second one is blessings. So use the energy of this new moon to help you set intentions, manifest what you want, and, make something happen for yourself. I think that's lovely. I wish you many blessings. Thank you so much.
I noticed your card, the Hermit, has it got a feather on it?
Yes.
This one's got feathers on it as well. And I'm just... a lot of people believe that if you find a feather in an area where you're not expecting it to be, it's a message from your angels or from your guides as a kind of, we're here. So again, I will go looking for those feathers.
Beautiful. I love that. And of course, we have the feathers here in the shamanic healer card. Spiritual Range says, I'm going to claim that reading you did for Sonia Kelly. I can use that advice, especially getting quiet and looking within. Blessings. All right. I did close the list of questions, FYI, everybody, so that we don't have Ritchie here till next Tuesday.
Oh, I've got loads of time. I'm on holiday, as long as I can go to bed by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Not that I don't want you to be here till next Tuesday. Okay. So we're going to do Vivian's question. And Liz, thank you so much for popping in. And I have your question from last night, and we will answer it right after Vivian's. Sonia said, wow, yes, thank you so much, Kelly. Love it. That's exactly what I'm doing, and I will, Ritchie.
Good.
Is that a dance, I will, Ritchie?
I will, Ritchie.
No, sorry. Okay, moving on, Kelly. Okay. Vivian would like a message from Spirit. So Liz popped into my chat last night, and there was actually 3 people, and I was on for almost 2 hours. I couldn't get to everybody. And so I said if she showed up today, we would get her question answered for her.
Lovely. We will do that, of course.
Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate you. Many blessings. Have a good afternoon or good evening.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm making tarot reader noises, of course. Sorry, everyone. Sorry for that one. I always do it. Ooh, sorry.
All good. What have you got, love?
Right, okay. I've done something which I don't normally do. So, Vivian, you're very special. I've actually taken cards from different tarot decks.
Wow.
Never done that one before. So
throwing yourself out of a canoe.
Don't know what's going on tonight. It's the new moon. I've pulled you an oracle card. It's called Self-Exploration. So it's about going down and deep and finding what needs healing and how further to progress on stuff. The reason I pulled two cards, well, I'm going to go the other way. I pulled two cards from the Witch's Garden, which I'm going to show you in a minute. They were the ones that came out first, and I just wanted a bit more clarification. So rather than pulling from the same deck, I went to the Tower of Oneness. And this is interesting because you've got the Eight of Cups. And just to warn people, there's a snake on this card. You've also got Death Rebirth on here as well. There you go. Snakes are important. Snakes are very, very sacred. You know that. I was doing some reading about those. You've got Death Rebirth, but here, look at this 8. It's about cutting, isn't it? It's about cutting that final cord, which is what the Death card is about. Finally laying to rest what should have been laid to rest a very, very long time ago. So that's where I went first. And so now I'm back with your two original cards that I pulled, which is the Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. A really different tone to those ones that I've just pulled from you from the Tower of Oneness there. So don't forget, we're talking about cutting the ties and now doing self-exploration on there. The Queen of Pentacles is such a wonderful card to have. And I think that this is saying for this self-exploration to go and look at the stories that made you happy, or the stories when you were a child that you really enjoyed, or go and start reading stories. Oh, there you go. Look. Go and start listening to stories. Perhaps go back and read old books that you love, because some of the answers, or that going back in time to read those and to hear those stories again, is the crucial thing that is going to push you forward with this to make those changes. So I think to go forward, you need to go back in on yourself, but to your childhood days. Always just, it can just be download a podcast or a Kindle book and listen to an audio book, that kind of thing. I think something's going to come along, or you're going to hear part of a story and go, that's it. And there'll be a phrase or a sentence or a paragraph in there that will really make sense when you're going to do the self-exploration part. It's lovely energy again, and it says that there's a real slow transformation that's going to come on, but a transformation that is going to better yourself, and it's one that's needed.
Beautiful reading.
Thank you.
I almost feel like I don't have to go because we got all pretty much the same cards.
What I said.
Right? Yeah, so ditto. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Callie Healer. So the first card that I got out was the Snake Spirit, which is time to heal. Want you to notice the number on there is 55. Fives represent change. So try to embrace it, right? The next oracle card I got is Isolation. So when this card comes up, I don't know if this is something that you're feeling or something that you're doing, right? Maybe you're isolating yourself. Maybe you're sort of backing up or placing some boundaries around yourself to protect yourself, or to feel more safe, or to feel more secure, or to remove yourself from like a toxic situation. Or it could literally be that you've removed yourself to allow yourself the time that you need to go through whatever it is that you're going through. Tarot cards. We have the Knight of Swords. Again, awesome energy, because the Knight of Swords is sitting high up at the top of the mountain, just looking down over the whole community, right? He is analyzing. He is being logical. He is being methodical. He's being strategic. He's literally looking at things from a different perspective. Like, not that looking down on something, but just looking at something from a different perspective. He is thinking about it, planning and plotting and mapping the whole thing out before he reacts, right? So taking time to process our thoughts, our reactions, our feelings, all of that. We have the Knight of Swords, right? This is going after something in a very strategic way, right? It is quick, it is steady, and it is, I want to say, very like resourceful, right? We have the Two of Wands, so making plans. Now, sometimes this making plans is, I don't mean pie in the sky, but it may feel to you like wishful thinking. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. So you've quieted yourself down, right, with the isolation. You have allowed yourself the time to heal, to release, to shed, to open up, to set intentions, to manifest, all of those things. You have taken your time, come up with a plan, a strategy, right? You know exactly what you need to do, and you feel confident in doing that. You get to work and start to implement your plan. And on the other side of that, now you're sitting here dreaming big. Now you're thinking about all the possibilities and all the opportunities. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Cups. So this is either you thinking back, and so this healing is to do with the past or someone from the past. Maybe it's family, siblings, or this is just a situation where you are thinking about your younger self versus where you thought you were going to be compared to where you are. And that's what the whole shedding is. Getting rid of false expectations or limited beliefs, if you will. I don't know which one applies or if any of that applies, but I feel like this time away to check in with yourself is going to help immensely with the cutting, the releasing, the setting of expectations, and the possibility of new beginnings. And with the new moon tonight, it is the perfect moment to do that, right? So thank you so much for asking the question, Vivian, and I wish you many blessings.
Lovely reading.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
I almost hit end broadcast, just so you know. That was an accident. Okay, so now we have, whoops, wrong one. Now we have Liz.
Yes.
Liz Cosmel is her name.
Hi, Liz.
And I'm going to just pop this up on the screen here. So this is who she is. This is not her question. And I hope that she's here to correct me if I give you the wrong information. So her question is, she had a dream where she was bleeding. Basically that she bled out. And she wants us to throw some cards and see if we can give her any information as to what that was about. Okay. Or why she would have dreamt something like that.
Okay.
Is that let me know, Liz, if I got all the particulars of that correct. I know, right, Lisa? Honestly. See that? I can't even navigate the computer with my left hand. Throw me out of the canoe. That's going to be my line for everything now. Oh, and she says, was my mother trying to tell me something, could not get medical help, guides, anything? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sensing a theme today. You ever notice that some days you have like a total theme where almost every reading has the same kind of like sort of vibe to it?
Yeah.
Such interesting cards. What'd you get, Ritchie? Good grief.
I am still pulling.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if this can make any sense whatsoever. But, you know. I feel it's all about patience.
Patient.
Like you're trying to rush something. You're trying to like, you know, hurry up and get there already and trying to sort of like um like sort of skip over some steps. You know, like you skipped a grade in school, you know, you went from like 10 to 12 instead of like 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that totally, Callie Healer. I've got the Hermit card coming out first, right? So the Hermit is about getting quiet. It's about checking in. It's about self-discovery. But it also can be about the light and the lantern that the Hermit holds, which is what's guiding your path, right? So if we're not paying attention to the path, we will have to keep pausing and pulling back and checking in. Like, so basically you got your map or your atlas back out, you're reviewing your route, right? You've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's all about the time that it takes between planting the seeds and it coming to fruition. So patience, right? You got to talk to it. You got to water it. You got to fertilize it. You got to like, you know, dust it off and shine it and make sure that it's like got the best possible opportunity to bloom and to blossom. You've got the Three of Cups. This is family. It's support. It's friends. It's the shoulder, the ear, the hug, the embrace, right? I say oftentimes it's lunch with your besties. It's that kind of vibe. You've got the Queen of Cups. I'm not sure if your mom was a water sign or not, or if this is representative of you, but this is coming from a place of love and joy and blessings and a spiritual sort of connection, right?
Mm.
It doesn't have to be family love. Family is whoever you're connected to at your heart. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. New opportunities, new ideas, new possibilities, all of these things, you know, inspiration and motivation. And you're like, yeah. And then you've got the Two of Wands, planning. All of these things require patience. All of these things require trust. All of these things require you to spend time going through each individual step before you get to the end, right? I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that's what I got. What'd you get, Ritchie?
I'm just going to say that I feel from the sense of the cards, Liz, that you've got you're in a situation where you feel perhaps like the vultures are circling, or that you're in a tight corner, or that you're just there's a lot going on. I'm not even going to tell you what the name of these cards are, but just look at the two that I pulled for you. The picture. I hope you can see it. We've got a wolf here who is out to protect her own pack, but is in a very threatening kind of position. That's the Five of Wands, which is normally about boisterous play and things getting over the top. You've also got the Seven of Wands, and I'm going to ignore the meaning of the Seven of Wands and just look. It's the view here is that you're in a cave with a harpoon, waiting for the sharks to either dissipate or to take them on. But both of these cards says that it just feels like you are on the defense, and there's no other way of putting it that way.
Yeah.
That, however, is the key to this, because the other cards I pulled for you make perfect sense, and I'm very sorry to hear about your mother passing. But when I looked at outcomes, I've got letting go. And then I've got you, what would be judgment, but they've called it awakening. And look at the image of this card. It's like you're opening your hand and letting the spirit go to heaven on that one there. So I'm just trying to tie these together. So I pulled another oracle card, and it's bravery.
Oh, yes.
It's got a wolf on it. Okay. And the meaning of this one is in explore your inner wild places. So again, it's got these animals that we're talking about, is that just go and explore what is it that is holding you back, what is it that is surrounding you, because it could be people, it could be incidents, it could be situations, but it very much feels like it's your own emotions that are keeping you from moving on. And so think about those ones, and when you start to analyze them or start to do some perhaps work with them, that could be journaling, it could be meditation, it could be a multitude of whatever works for you. Those frightening situations start to lose their importance, start to lose their fright. And I just feel that once you get that done, it's all going to fall together, because these are beautiful cards. Look at the lovely blues and purples on both of those ones there. I would go meditating on blues and finding these color palette and just do some work on those ones, because once you do let go, you are, you'd have gone within. You certainly will be brave, but these things will no longer be the frightening issues that they are at the moment or have been.
It's literally, that was an amazing reading, Ritchie. I feel like your cards were like what you do, and my cards is like what could happen potentially if you can do what Ritchie's cards are suggesting.
Yeah.
And I just wanna say this. I had the hardest time with forgiveness. I didn't understand how I was supposed to be able to do that. Everyone says do it, and I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And I'm not saying that this is what your issue is. I am just mentioning this because I feel like I should.
Mm-hmm.
When someone told me, finally, it meaning that the response, the answer to the question that I had, like, how do I forgive? In a way that spoke to me, that made sense. And as soon as they did, I did it. And as soon as I did it, I instantly felt the relief and the release. And it was a way that was not like, let it go and, like unburden yourself and lift your vibration. It wasn't that. What spoke to me was having an understanding that I am not saying that this is okay. I'm not saying that I am okay with this in any way, shape, or form. What I am saying is that I am done. I've had it up to here with giving any more of myself, my energy, my time, my thoughts, my heart to that person, that situation, that issue.
Exactly.
No more, no how, no, not do that. I am reclaiming my power back. Today is the day, my friend, that I reclaim my power. And when it was said to me in that way, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I can do that. And I did a release ceremony, and I called it a forgiveness ceremony. And I did it live on the channel so everyone could watch, because I needed the support. And instantly, I was like, oh boy, did that feel good. I do it all the time. So I hope that helps in some way. Know that you are loved. Tonight is a great night for you to do that, Liz. And we will be doing that out in the backyard, as I announced in the beginning. We'll be out at the fire pit. We'll be setting the intentions, manifesting. We'll be doing the release. So I hope that you can join me. You don't have to say anything, just listen, and maybe something will inspire you to do something for your own self that could help. If nothing else, it's going to make you feel good. May not solve your problem or your situation, but hopefully it brings you some joy.
It's the start, perhaps.
Yeah.
Small
That's
step.
the word. It's the start. Thank you. Okay. We now go to did we do Sonia? No, we haven't done Sonia yet, right?
We have done Sonia, I think.
Yes, I thought we did Sonia too. I just didn't.
She was the first one I think we did.
Oh my God, I've thrown myself out of the canoe and I'm drowning over here. What is happening? Lord. Okay. And there we go. All right, so we got Pia, Lisa, and Dana.
Lovely. And Pia, I'm strangely drawn to the Witch's Garden Tarot for you, so we're going to be doing those ones.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't have time to read all the comments, and I appreciate everyone. Rain saying, for me, forgiveness is not allowing the crap to control me. They still don't get to be in my life, but I am done too, and I think that is well put and well said. Liz says, whoa, that speaks to me a lot. Thanks, Callie Healer. Betrayed and put into danger financially and medically by son. Thank you. I see it clearly. Gruesome dream. Blessings to you.
Absolutely.
Rain says, family is whoever you're connected to at your heart. So true. I have 0 blood related family members, but a huge loving, caring family that I manifested. All right. Sister from another mister, Jackie says. You got it. Sister from another mister. Miss Pia.
Right. Let's pull some oracle cards as well. Oh. I'm not allowed to sing, am I?
You can sing all you want.
No.
Liz.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's kind.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Liz. Honestly, I could cry. That's so kind. Thank you. And I, of course, will be sharing that with my friend Ritchie.
Oh, you don't have to, honestly.
Whether I have to or whether I don't, you did an amazing reading, so. And for that, go ahead and sing.
No, I'm going to go for. I'm not going to sing because, firstly, you're not supposed to sing songs on YouTube, and secondly, I do not have the voice of an angel, and your subscribe account will jettison if I start. So I'm not going to do that one. But I am going to say, I don't know if you know the musical Cabaret, Pia, but one of my favourite songs is sung by Sally Bowles. It's quite a song, but it's Come to the Cabaret, and the opening line, I think, they put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday, and that's what's coming through with these readings here. I've pulled for you to start off with the 3 of Pentacles. Normally, that is a card of group work and getting on with stuff. But I've got this kind of in the part. It feels like you've been working really, really hard on something, or perhaps the stuff that you are working on isn't quite gelling together. It's not quite what you wanted. So, but basically what I've got is go out and reignite your life, your joys, under the moon tonight because I pulled the moon card. This card practically, let's get the right one, practically jumped out the deck when I was pulling it there. We've been talking a lot about
sorry to interrupt you, but that's a gorgeous moon card. What deck is that from, Ritchie?
That's the Witch's Garden.
Beautiful.
The thing I like about this card particularly is the symmetry on it. I absolutely love the symmetry. And I just think I'm not going to worry about lies and delusions and the normal shadow work that the main card is. This is about somebody going out. Okay, it's a full moon, but celebrating themselves, washing themselves in clean in the river, reinvigorating themselves. And the Ace of Wands is exactly that. It's about reinvigorating. It's about having the ability to go, okay, I've been working really hard. It's time for some me time. And I think that will come around, I'd say, if you go out and start using some moonlight, some moon magic, whatever it is that you do, Pia. But I would really honor this next moon cycle and use it to drive you forward. I pulled you 2 oracle cards as well from the goddess. Can't remember the title of this deck. I've lost the box. Oh, you got intuition. Again, a very moonlight card set tonight. But of course, we know that the moon is about intuition. It's one of the cards there. And also you've got trust. Trust that all is as it should be. And so it's a really lovely, gentle energy that's coming through from this. Just go out and reestablish yourself. Just go out and be at one with yourself. And don't worry about anything else. Just go out and re-find yourself and have a bit of fun on the way.
I love it. I love it. Yes, thank you, everybody in the chat. Bye, Gerald, by the way. And yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment under the video. It helps. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend Ritchie at Longman Tarot if you're not already familiar.
I love that.
With who he is.
Who he is. Who he is.
I was channeling my inner owl. Sorry. So we start out with the Ace of Cups. It's all about the emotions are flowing, right? It's about love. It's about gratitude, blessings, the heart center, all of that wonderful stuff. And I don't know if your emotions are slightly overflowing, if you're feeling slightly fragile, and when I say that, I don't mean like you're going to fall apart, but I just mean a little sensitive. Now that could be because you're an intuitive person, because you're an empathic person. That you may be feeling this excess energy, and so you may be feeling a little sensitive. Or maybe it's because Venus goes into retrograde soon, right? Oh. Or because the moon is in Leo, and the Leos, I mean, we are the most sensitive, and people don't think that we are. So it could be a lot of reasons why you're feeling that way. We've got the 8 of Air coming out next, the 8 of Swords, and so there may be a little bit of self-doubt. You may be feeling a little bit sort of pushed or tested or poked. So you want to sort of back yourself up and sort of wrap your arms around yourself and say, hey, now, hold on a minute. What? Yikes. Interesting outcome, though. We've got the 4 of Fire. 4 of Wands. Joy, blessings, family, community, soul tribe. It's like, I don't want to be ridiculous when I say this, but like, if you think happy thoughts and you're around happy situations and happy environments, that will allow you to sort of go, dust yourself off and come out swinging, so to speak. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 8 of Cups.
Lovely.
All good things. Now, here's what's interesting, that I got so many cups.
Yeah.
I got flow. I got the thinking woman. Card number 47, which is 11. Right? The thinking woman. Meaning that you are taking the time to sort of process your emotions, I want to say. And then I've got the teacher, which is learning a new path. So whether you are, gathering information, or whether you are, reading a book or whatever, I feel like there's something that you're going to find, something that's going to come across your path that's going to really speak to you, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, that sounds fabulous. And that might give you the assistance that you need to sort of push you away from being so aware that your emotions are a little super sensitive at this moment. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Pia. Things. You're also very kind today, and I do appreciate it. She says, yes, I'm an empathic, and feelings have been a bit heavy. I'm believing it's due to the retrograde. Yes, lots of feelings going on right now. I appreciate you both. Blessings.
Blessings to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We need to remember that this energy, it is real, and depending on who you are and where you are and what you're doing, you could feel it or you could not feel it. And even though this is a new moon and it's a super moon, don't ever forget that any time that you decide that I want to, release, or I want to manifest, or I want to set intentions, or I want to journal, or whatever it might be, that it's the right time for you to do so.
Yeah.
Like, you feel that, then, feel free to act upon it, because taking a step is never a bad idea, right? As long as it comes from the heart, it's never a bad idea for you.
I think that's very important. And actually, I love that you said that, because I often beat myself up. Oh, I missed the new moon and I didn't make my list of things to release and I didn't do it and it's too late now. That's a restricting feeling. It's any time you can do that. You don't have to do it necessarily on a moon cycle. And what I tend to do is, oh, well, I'll leave it for next time. Well, no, go out and release it now.
Right. Absolutely. All right. So we've got Lisa Foster up, and then we've got Dana, and we're all done. So
lovely. That's gone. I'm enjoying it,
as they say.
Callie Healer said they've subscribed. That's lovely.
Callie Healer said that she subscribed. Beautiful.
Much appreciated.
I love reading with you, Ritchie.
I love reading with you, my lovely.
We do often have either like the same color cards or the same cards, or would you not say that happens to us quite a lot?
Yeah, we're in tune. Or sometimes we're not. And sometimes I can't shuffle a deck and just drop them all on the floor, like just now.
Uh-oh, Spionios.
It's because I did a bad thing with my reading cloth.
Do you want to share what you did or no?
Well, I'm not proud of myself, but I bought myself a new reading cloth. And I bought it from a worldwide company from Asia, beginning with T.
Okay.
And some people are all for it, and other people don't like the company. I just was quite interested and bought a few odds and sods from them. But it's not the quality that I was thinking of. I'm getting building static up on it, actually.
Oh, really? So you're shocking yourself?
Keeping myself, yeah.
That's funny.
But the cards don't seem to like sitting on it, quite interestingly.
That is interesting.
Really, like one of those crane things at the fair, I'm having to pick them up like that.
Oh, gotta love it when cards flip over.
Oh, we've had a little flip today.
When they flip over inside. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ask for a couple, get a mitt full. That's how it goes. Good grief. you want me to go left, or do you want to go?
You can go if you want to. I'm ready, but you go.
I pulled 3 oracle cards for you, Lisa. So the first card that we have is the Spider Spirit. Okay, which, by the way, is card number 56, which is 11. So thank you, Mummy. I don't know what's going on. I keep seeing 11. Got to say it. Make your dreams real is the message on that card. The second oracle card I pulled is reveal what needs to be seen, which links up to the make your dreams real. And then we've got some clarity happening here with our third oracle card. And so I feel, and it's 111. Not just saying, hi, Mommy, love you, miss you. Or maybe that's my daddy, I don't know. Thank you to everybody. I'm not sure if you, it feels sort of like you got like a new idea, or like a new business venture, or like a new something that you're like interested in, something that you're thinking about doing, something that you've been wanting to do, but you're sort of talking yourself out of it as fast as you talk yourself into it, and then back and forth, if that makes sense. We've got the Star card, so having trust, having faith, believing in yourself, in what the universe wants for you, that kind of vibe. We've got the 9 of Swords here, which, it's some sort of a loss. It's some sort of, anxiety. It's stress. It's sleepless nights. It's some sort of feeling like, like the little hairs on the back of your neck stand up, which may be why you're afraid to sort of like press the go button, right? We've got the 4 of Swords next. Literally, these all flipped over inside the deck. This is not a joke. The only card that I pulled out was the Star.
Wow.
The 4 of Swords, right? Needing some time for some self-care and some self-comforting, I feel. In other words, taking that pause, right, to allow yourself the moment to gain the clarity and the perspective that you need, sort of like almost like rest up and recharge before you come out swinging again, if that makes sense. Then we have the Hierophant. It's sort of in the challenge position, and the Hierophant is all about traditions and beliefs. It's also about leveling up. And so if you're holding yourself back because you think that you can't, or you're not allowed to, or you shouldn't, or any of those kinds of things, you're entitled to do whatever you want if it speaks to you. Make yourself happy. And then I've got the World card. Joy, blessings, wholeness, oneness. Like, this is the thing for you, whatever this thing is that you're thinking about. And on the bottom of the deck, I got the Wheel of Fortune. Luck, progress, change. Like, it's happening. I feel like you're fighting it or you're resisting it. And I want to say, don't. Listen to it. She says, I have a puppy and 7 kittens, no time for rest. No, but you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
What'd you get, love?
Well, this is really interesting, and it's not bleak. I'm Lisa, so don't worry about it. But I pulled these 2 cards for you, which really interesting. You've got the 5 of Swords, so more swords, and the 7 of Swords. So together, me and Kelly have probably got the whole of the sword suit for you there, I'd imagine. There's sense with this that something's happened, or something is happening at the moment. That is, something's been done or won or finished, but it hasn't been finished off in the way that it should have been finished off in. Does that make a bit of sense to people? I.e., it's a bit of a victory. It's not a victory. Something's been done and you haven't got the rewards for it. It's just been done and it's kind of ended, and I'm going to say unsatisfactorily. And I think it's playing on your mind because you've got the 7 of Swords. Look at this lovely card. It's this leopard in a tree, talking kitties.
Yeah.
But it's there, it's hanging in, it's waiting for you to make a move and then pounce. And there's this sense that whatever has been going on with this energy of the Five of Swords, it's not finished properly. And there are people who are still pretty sore about this and are not going to let it go. And they're going to rattle on about it, or even, counterattack what's happened when the time is right for them. So it's quite unsettling, the energies. I'm sorry, Lisa, to say this to you. Both the cards for this deck, the Tarot Oneness, which is full of light and love, is very dark and grey and icky. I'm going to put it that way. So I then thought, right, let's think of the energies that we need to take forward on this one, and it's looking better. Because imagine what I just said about it being grey and dark. Look at the rainbow that we've got with the
beautiful card.
So it's like this whole situation is just. I don't think it's finished. I think it's just kind of smouldering away still. I've got you the Six of Pentacles. Don't be worried about the fact that could be like a hardship thing. This is where you are getting from this situation that won't quite fully relegate itself into the past. You're getting this situation where you have the opportunity to pass on what you've learned, pass on your rewards, pass on your knowledge. And that's what this card, again, it's quite dark. Look at it. It's quite grey and dark and everything there. But there's light in those pentacles in that person's cup. That is important. And it grows. It grows into this Magician card. And this is what, Lisa, I think that the message is that what has happened is now manifesting itself. Manifesting a right word I'm looking for. Manifesting.
You drive on the left side, I drive on the right side. It's all
you are growing. You're taking ownership of this situation, and you're going to play it the way that works best for you, and which also is the correct way. Let me just put it that way. Is that whatever has been, rotting away there, you get this second chance, not necessarily to correct it, but to move on from it. And in that, bring color back into your life. I don't know what that's got to do with 7 kittens, to be brutally honest.
No, but I think, I'm not Lisa, but the reading is making sense to me. And I'm literally sitting here saying to myself, like with my cards and your cards, what it's saying is, you feel like you're being held back, that you can't reach your fullest potential.
Yeah.
And you totally can, and you totally want to, and you totally should.
Absolutely. Look, we've got letting go again.
Beautiful.
Which is what we need to have to get to that.
Yep.
And you've also got serenity.
Yeah.
Both cards are, I would take those as, when things get a little bit hectic in the day, take those as mantras, So serenity, letting go. Just say that to yourself 3 times. Take a deep breath. And that's how you manage to channel this Magician energy.
I love that. And, and the Magician, oftentimes, people think like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Pulling a rabbit out of a hat doesn't have to be like bad.
No.
Right? It can be quite amazing if you're sitting in the audience going, I thought it was just a hat. Right?
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a half full, half empty kind of thing, right? Use the resources.
Absolutely.
Use the resources that you have at your disposal.
At the end of the day, the Magician is highly skilled. It's the most skillful card in there, because if you happen to be a conjurer magician, you've spent years practicing that art of putting that rabbit out like that. If you happen to be one of those dodgy people with 3-card Monty, down on the thing, you've learned that how to break people and how to cheat people, but it's still a skill that you've learned. And here, the Magician, if you're studying any art or any of the anything at all, it takes years, and you still keep studying it until, unfortunately, your last breath. But it is about study and about honing it and about owning it and about using it. Oh yeah. I hope that makes sense, Lisa. Thank you for that one.
Well done, my friend. Well done. All right. Our very last message or question message request is from Dana. And I just want to say that Lisa did say story of my life. And yes, and thank you so much, with a bunch of rainbows.
Very, very well. Very welcome.
So Dana says, may I get a message from my guides?
Yes, of course, Dana.
Well, all right, since you asked so nice. And thank you so much to everyone for hanging out with us and for being so patient.
It's been lots of fun. It's been lovely to see so many people.
Of course. We love this. And don't forget, I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do the full moon, the setting of the intentions, the manifestation, the release, the whole 9 yards. What is going on for you, Ritchie?
Oh, so much. I'm just trying to remember. It's been a very confusing day with lives. Let's put it that way. But I'm now back on schedule. I know what I'm doing. Friday, I am back on my channel. That's 7 p.m. UK time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever else is in the world. I'm going to let those people sort that out for themselves. It's 7 p.m. UK, and I'm doing a live, not with anyone, but with myself, and I'm talking about the decks that I have that are based around the Norse and Viking pantheon and myths and legends. So I realized I've amassed quite a few, rather surprisingly, and I thought it'd be really nice to have a look at doing what the different cards and the different decks are around. So that's that. And then I am with Ali next week, and I'm with Mark Arthur a week today, and I've completely forgotten what their channels are called.
So Ali is Heart and Soul Connected, and Mark is Spirit Whisperer.
Spirit Whisperer.
Mark the Spirit Whisperer.
I am doing readings with both of them Tuesday and Wednesday, so look out for their postings on their channels.
Nobody invites me to their channel, so I have nothing to advertise. I'm joking. That is a joke.
Well, you have to come up to mine. I'm free next Friday. What are you up to?
I don't know off the top of my head. I am going on Marina from Heart Centered Tarot's channel at 4 p.m. on Friday. And now, for those of you that may be interested, maybe not, maybe this is too much, Chrissy from Footprint Tarot joins me on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Church of Scientology. Because there's all this stuff about the lawsuit and the whole thing. And I am totally into it. So, stay tuned, friends. And then Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, my niece, Madison, joins me. And we will be talking about how to sort of strengthen our intuition. So.
Nice.
Speaking of strength, gotta love it. Look. I literally said strengthening our intuition, and the strength card is on the bottom of the deck. So, there you have it. I'm going to go first since I started that. We've got conscious steps, right? Conscious steps. I love this card. It's such a pretty card. Conscious steps, considered action, and looking forward. The next card that I've got is Lighten Up. And so I think those cards go together, in my opinion, right? Lighten up and considered action, right? Conscious steps. Meaning, you can think about what your next move is, but sometimes when we overanalyze and we spend too much time in the outcome, we can actually really mess with the journey, right? Take away the joy of the journey, I want to say. We've got the Ace of Wands showing up. Oh, sorry, wrong card. The first card that came out was the Four of Swords, right? So taking a pause, taking some time to heal, to retreat, to recharge your batteries. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. Doesn't have to be a negative thing. It just maybe means that you need to unplug from social media for 24 hours kind of deal, and be kind to yourself. Then we have the Ace of Wands. This is about being inspired. This is about taking action. It's about being creative. And I'm not sure why I feel this, but it's like, consider a different way of expressing yourself other than that of which you would normally do. So if you're the kind of person that prefers to type, maybe write a letter, Just try something different and doing the same thing, but just try something different. Then we have the Page of Cups coming out, which is an interesting outcome card. Bye, spiritual rain. Bye, my love. Take care. Blessings. The Page of Water is interesting to me because it has a bit of like innocence to it, a bit of sort of like I'm uncertain or I'm unsure. And I'm personally confused by that. It doesn't need to make sense to me. It only needs to make sense to you. I'm confused by that because of the considered action and conscious steps. So if you're focused on what you're doing and you know what you're doing, I'm not sure why the uncertainty is coming out. But that may be like you're just maybe you're triggered by something, or maybe this is like trying to correct a past pattern or something of that nature. Like, I, again, don't know. But it makes sense because the strength card is showing up on the bottom of the deck, and it's asking you to tap into your inner strength, your inner courage, your inner bravery, right? Knowing that you are protected, believing in yourself, that you have the ability and the strength and the smarts to make any dream that you want happen for yourself. So that's what I got.
Okay. 2 parts to this reading. Are you ready for part 1?
Part 1.
Part 1.
Is this like a cliffhanger? No.
It won't be. Don't get that excited.
Okay.
So, Dan, the first card I pulled for you, we've been talking about moons. And look, we got the moon. Look at this beautiful moon card.
Wow.
We've got an owl sitting in a tree there. So, again, we were talking about moons. Although this is a full moon, I would say there's opportunity in the next lunar cycle that we're just about to start, because there's one of the cards, opportunity. And look, it's got a moon on it. Think about what the next 28 days is all about. And it's a time for you to be pulling and thinking about your life purpose. There's a sense with the moon card that it highlights the areas that we like to try and forget and not remember, or the secretive, the dark, shadowy parts of our lives. So perhaps it's time for, in this lunar cycle, to start working on those. Now, I don't mean you have to go to a lot of therapy and do lots of work on it, but it might be time to think about, what is my life purpose, and what is it that's hiding away in the niches in the darkness that can be really, really useful. Now, the reason I'm saying that is the next 2 cards, you've got the Ace of Swords. That is power being handed to you as a sword, and that you have this wonderful opportunity to start clearing away things that no longer serve you, whether that's in the past or in yourself, or to move forward. And then you've got what's called the Spirit here of Swords, but it's actually the Queen of Swords. And if you look here, she's standing on the edge of the cliff looking over at the birds there. So this would suggest that this Ace of Swords is being passed to you in this lunar cycle, and that you have the chance to channel your Queen of Swords energy. Now, the Queen of Swords energy is firm. She doesn't take fools gladly. She knows what she wants. She goes out, she gets it. She will advise, she will help people, but she will always ask for some kind of payment in its own way. So if you go to the Queen of Swords to ask for advice, she will ask perhaps a little task, or get some ideas. It's a bit of a two-way situation that's going on there. So I'm thinking this energy that's being passed to you is a great opportunity for you to grow and become your own person, how you want to be. I'm not suggesting it's going to be tearing down the foundations, but you have a chance to really start working on it. So that's part 1. Are you ready for part 2?
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I had to get my delivery from the door.
I was boring you that much.
No, I had to get my delivery from the door, so I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So you ready for the second part, Dana? Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we have a goose. Here we have an eagle. Here we have an owl. Here we have a parrot. And here we have a bluebird or a blue jay there.
Wow.
Every single card I've got has got birds on it. Wow. So when you're saying that you want a message from your guide, I would say, I don't know if birds are in your household or you have something to do with them. But I would say if you want a message from your guide or to know whether the guides are there to help you or whether you want a confirmation of you're doing the right thing, I would really look to birds that are out in nature.
Yeah.
Because there is one on every single one of those cards I pulled.
That's crazy.
That cannot be ignored.
No, 100%. I put my cards away or I'd be looking for birds too.
So that's part 2. By there I endeth the reading. I hope that's helpful, Dana.
Well, I thank you.
Dana.
I thank you. I thank everybody for being here. Thank you very much for the current donations. Yes. Thank you, my friend Ritchie, for your exceptional reading skills.
Oh, and thank you for having me. It's been a joy.
Oh, she says right on target, and thank you both.
You're welcome.
Many blessings. We thank everybody for hanging out with us today. Enjoy your super new moon. Like I said, I know I'm saying it ad nauseum. Join me at 8 p.m. We'll be out in the backyard. I'm so excited because I used to have a fire pit every 2 weeks, and because of the wildfires, I've had one so far this season. So I am like so excited that I get to have a fire tonight.
Oh, that's nice.
Just happens to be a coincidence that the new moon is happening at the same time.
I'll be in bed, unfortunately.
Yes, you will be.
Dreaming of kayaks and canoes.
Being thrown out.
Being thrown out.
All right, friends. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment under the video. Go check my friend Ritchie out. And give him a like and a subscribe. He's a great guy, and he's an amazing reader. And I'm happy to call him my friend. So from us to you guys, we wish you many blessings.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.